Let's now get to the undisputed crisis happening at our southern border. A federal judge has ruled that the state of Texas cannot stop Customs and Border Patrol agents from removing razor wire that the state placed along the southern border. You see some of that video here with these migrants trying to get across. Judge Aaliyah Moses said just this week in her ruling that the state did not provide sufficient evidence to prove that the federal government broke the law. Texas is now suing the Biden administration over Customs and Border Patrol's practice of cutting or removing portions of wire to allow those migrants to be apprehended. The state's Attorney General, Ken Paxton, appealed the ruling on Thursday.
We have exclusive new video this morning from the southern border. NewsNation was there as smugglers cut through the border wall to sneak in migrants to the United States. These men are brazen, nonchalant, even making a motion to pretend as though they were pointing a gun at a Border Patrol officer. And our Allie Bradley witnessed all of this. She joins us live for an update. Good morning to you, Allie.
Yeah, hey, good morning, Adrienne. You saw that exclusive video, that crazy video there, and they were cutting through those bollards, those steel concrete bollards there in the wall with electric saws in order to push migrants through those holes in the wall. And it's happening every single day, multiple times a day. And yeah, they were back at it again yesterday. So here's what we witnessed when that unfolded yesterday. They were out there, and we were the only crew to see it all unfold. These alleged cartel members jump out of their car. You can see him there. He pretends to have a long gun pointed at that Border Patrol agent that you see to the right, taunting him. That Border Patrol agent, a member of the tactical unit, you see him jump back there. And later he pulls a taser on those smugglers. But the smugglers still push a guy through. He didn't actually make contact with that taser. Now, they can only deter these migrants right now, and so he has to allow them to pass. You can also see how these smugglers push a bunch of people through holes in the wall. The Border Patrol agent, again, cannot stop them from crossing. If you look closely there, you can see the smuggler taking a video of them as they cross. Earlier in the day, I saw firsthand how Border Patrol stretched metal wires across the open holes, trying to prevent those crossings, only to see those smugglers jumping on top of it moments later, stomping on the wires, trying to break them or tamp them down in order to allow for a group to jump through it. But only after being filmed, of course. So just absolutely wild images to see here firsthand, and only a snapshot of what authorities are seeing right now. Officials tell me there that that specific group is notorious for being armed and brandishing their weapons. And we talk about those people being filmed, and that the reason for that is kind of a proof of delivery. They kind of get their faces on camera, show that they've made it through the wall and are safe in the United States. And we did reach out to Governor Katie Hobbs for comment on this situation down here as it has escalated over the last few weeks. We've also reached out to Congressman Juan Ciscomani because this is his district. We haven't gotten any response from either yet on this situation and what moves are being made to ensure that Arizonans are safe right now, Adrienne.
I can't say how proud I am of the work that you're doing, because the fact is that in a lot of media networks and companies, they're not showing this side of the story. And we need to just see how easy it is. And the fact that border agents really can just stand there and let it happen. That's really all they can do. Allie, great work as always. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.